new incoming US administration may have different ideas, and Russia is likely to respond. Gordon Carrera, BBC News.
Well, let's discuss this further. I'm joined by Steve Fish, Professor of Political Science at the University of California, Berkeley. Good to see you, Steve. So another $300 million worth of new military assistance for Ukraine from the US. I mean, this is just day after day we seem to get more going on, don't we, as we edge towards a Trump presidency?
Yes, and President Biden will take advantage of what time he's got left in office to try to extend more aid to Ukraine. We've already seen that he lifted the effective ban on using American-made missiles in Russia itself. He's going to do everything he can, but of course, rightly, all eyes are on what's going to happen after Trump comes to office. Trump is known to be an ally of Putin. He's always sided with Putin. From 2016, when he was running for office, until now, Putin's really the only guy in the world who Trump never fails to lavish praise and respect on. And he's said before that he thinks Ukraine started the war or provoked the war on the part of Russia. He is very much Putin's ally. Now, what he does, of course, is going to determine how much aid the Ukraine will get from its largest source of support. And then we have to look to how the Europeans will react. Will the major European powers, especially Britain, Germany, and France, rise to the occasion and help replace whatever the United States does not provide that it's now providing?
But some might say that if the war is ended, brought to an abrupt end, which is what Donald Trump has promised, the aid will be more about rebuilding Ukraine, what Ukraine might be post any discussion about ending the war.
Well, that's possible, but that assumes that Putin is willing to cease fire indefinitely and respect whatever terms of an agreement that require him to actually perhaps take what territory he's got and then cease fire. There's very little chance of that happening. Putin will be emboldened by gains if, in fact, the Ukrainians are forced to the table with him and forced to make territorial concessions. Putin has never been okay with anything resembling a free, unified Ukraine. And Ukraine as a sovereign state is completely anathema to Putin. And we can be sure that if, in fact, even though there is a ceasefire, even if there's a ceasefire for some time, Putin will immediately begin rebuilding his army, rearming, and planning for his third invasion of Ukraine, or what's left of Ukraine.
So let's be clear, Steve. What you're saying then is actually this war will not be brought to an end quickly, despite Donald Trump's promises, because Putin will not agree to some sort of territorial deal.
That's right. In the short run, he might look like he's doing it. He's going to want to help Trump look good because Trump is his guy in the United States. So he might agree to some sort of a ceasefire and act like he's satisfied with some gains he's made so far. But in the longer run, and by longer run, I mean just even in the next 5 years, I see very little chance that Putin would honor an agreement that would prevent him from further applying pressure on Ukraine. Okay. What's more, in order to really be secure, Ukraine needs membership in NATO. And it looks like Putin has made clear he would not accept that. And what's more, President Trump has made clear that he doesn't like that idea either.
Okay. Well, we will keep a close eye for sure. Steve Fish for now, thank you.
A pleasure.
Hospital officials in northern